Welcome to the Halftime Mike Podcast, presented by basketball fan and Hoosier native Mike Gingerich, where practical, no-nonsense resourcing on social media, business marketing, and life is presented. Because the adjustments made at halftime help you win the game in the second half.
Hey, this is Mike. Welcome you to another episode of the Halftime Mike Podcast. As always, you know I'm here to help deliver online digital marketing, social media tips and tactics, making it doable, making it practical, giving you something that you can take away after spending this halftime break with me. Today, I'm flying solo, and I'm dipping into Facebook call to actions. Facebook has given us a number of call to actions, which ones work, which ones don't, what you should do with them, what you need to take action on, what you need to be aware of, all right? So that's where we're going today, and why Facebook, first of all? Just because it is the number one dominant social media network that reaches across every major demographic, all right? So Facebook continues to grow. The time spent by a user is phenomenal, and it's the only major social network that has really cracked the older demographic as well. The demographic that is 55 plus and still has a lot of spending power, a lot of activity. They're using Facebook. They're not using other social networks near as much, and so that combined with the fact that Facebook is just a powerhouse with the ads. I know some people don't like ads, but I think you need to get over that. You need to get into them because that's where the gold is at. Facebook just allows you to dig in and have a tremendous amount of precise targeting with their ads, and you can target not just by fans, not just by demographic. But you can drill down into a demographic if you want, into a regional focus, but then you can drill down by interest, targeting by pages they like, by things that they do, and Facebook knows all this information. Facebook just has a phenomenal amount of detail on each person, scrolling all the time by all the information that each person enters into Facebook. Fill out their profile, and then they connect with their friends, so Facebook knows who their friends are. They like pages, Facebook knows that. They comment and like on stories on different pieces. Facebook tracks all that information. Facebook knows what videos you watch in the news feed. If you stay logged into Facebook while you're browsing the web, they know other information. Maybe you use Facebook to connect, log in on other sites. They know that information then. They just know a tremendous amount, which from a business perspective is so helpful because it allows you to precisely get in front of that audience with a Facebook ad. And so I highly recommend that you use Facebook ads. It's a great way to amplify and reach a particular target. So, like with our TabSite app, we definitely recommend that people can grow their email lists with a sweepstakes, for instance, where you're capturing name and email address for the chance to win something. Whatever your product or service is, something that's relevant, you can offer a chance to win and direct people to a landing page where they can enter. And so you post that out in the news feed using your smart URL with TabSite. You've shared that on your Facebook page. Maybe you've shared it in your email newsletter. You've shared it via other social media channels. But when you share that in your Facebook page, you can run an ad on that contest, and you can then amplify that. So, maybe your reach has been, let's just say, for instance, you've been on average reaching 150 of your fans, and you've got 3,000. So you want to magnify that, so you can run an ad using your contest smart URL and reach your fans, reach other interested parties. You can do website custom audiences, lookalike audiences, those things where people have visited your website or your current customer base. You've uploaded those to Facebook ads, and you're running an ad to them. Relevant people here, and you can reach them for cents on the dollar and just help your business get in front of them. So that's why Facebook ads. But moving back to our topic, because I want to talk about call to actions here. Why should you look at call to actions? Call to actions help you generate more traffic to certain areas. If you want them to get to your website, which is most common, you want them to shop, different things like that. But Facebook's been rolling out different calls to action, and let's talk through this because number one, the most recent, and maybe you have it yet now, maybe you don't, but you need to go check, and it's coming out, it's been rolling out here recently, and that is the call to action on your Facebook page itself. So when you go to the Facebook page, and there's a little button in that will appear soon if it hasn't already, that is in the cover image area. So again, to the right of your profile image, to the right of your page name, and to the left of where people have liked, the like button on your cover image is going to be a button called Create Call to Action. I'll have a picture in the blog post about this. It's rolling out, so not everyone has it yet, but I've seen it, coming rapidly here in the last week. So it should be getting to all pages within the next 2 weeks for sure. And what it does is, as a page admin, it allows you to create a call to action. So you click the Create a Call to Action button, and Facebook gives you a pop-up, says, add a button to your page that takes people directly to your app or website, and then you choose a button, okay? So you can have it say shop now, book now, contact us, use app, play game, sign up, watch video, all right? So most of you, it's what's going to be generally, at least, you should use the contact us, all right? And once you do that, you're prompted to enter the website URL. So if someone clicks on that, where do you want them to go? Now, they're smart enough to also offer you a mobile option. So in case somebody's using Facebook on the mobile and you want them to go to a different URL, mobile-friendly page, something like that, you have an optional ability to enter a mobile URL. And so, really, it's going to be that simple to set up, and you go through that process to enter your URL. Once you do that, you go to the next, and I'm doing it as I speak right there. Facebook also gives you the option then, if they're on the iOS app, so a Apple device, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to do something different? So Facebook's giving you a couple options, and then next after that, they give you, if they're on an Android app, and where do you want them to go? Do you want them to go to your website? Or do you want to send them to an app? And then you create it, and then Facebook will set that in motion, and then you'll see it change. The call to action will say whatever you said. So in this case, I set it to contact us. It's there, and then on the right side in your stats, right next to your cover image, for this week, they've now added a feature called the CTA clicks, call to action clicks. So you'll be able to manage or view how many people have clicked that. All right, so that's the most recent call to action that Facebook has offered, and there are others. And initially I thought, hey, this is great, kind of thing. It is helpful. It's a step in the right direction by Facebook. We've been battling some reach issues because of competition on Facebook, and Facebook saying they're cutting down on spam, so they're trying to get businesses to improve the type of posts that they want businesses to do. They don't want spammy posts. They don't want posts that say buy now, shop here, do this. They don't want junk kitten posts just to get engagement that's not relevant to that business page. And they've been taking some flack for kind of cutting down, because people are saying, oh, you're dictating what we can do, and the only thing we can do is run ads. But lots of competition on Facebook, so Facebook's trying to keep it clean. They're trying to be relevant to their users. It's the same thing Google does. Everybody wants to be number one on in search results. They would complain when Google makes changes, but Google makes changes for the reason that there's always people trying to game the system, and they're trying to provide relevant, the most accurate results for the user inputting the query, the search query. And same thing for Facebook here. They're trying to provide a relevant, best experience for the Facebook user. So, they make some changes in their newsfeed algorithm. So is call to action on your Facebook page, a way to kind of give something back? Hopefully, and maybe it is. The bottom line, though, is that I don't think this is in any way, shape, or form the most important call to action that you could use on your Facebook page. In many ways, I don't think this one matters that much. It's a nice thing to have. Definitely set it up. But bottom line is that a lot of people are not going to come to your Facebook page. Okay, maybe first time, maybe somebody looking for you, but on a day-to-day basis, it's not where a fan is going to interact with your content on Facebook. Okay, they are not doing that. They are spending the time in the newsfeed. So you need to be thinking about how you can reach them in the newsfeed. Obviously, that means posting. And if the algorithm has changed, you're trying to build engagement, you need to think about ads, and you need to think about what is working on Facebook now. So that leads me to my second call to action. The second call to action I'll talk about, and one that's more important than your one on your page here that they've allowed you to have, is the video call to action. This one's free too, but what it is when you create a video and load it to your Facebook page by just any post, you can, instead of going to a status or a link, you click on the photo and the video and upload a video to Facebook on the desktop version, not yet on the mobile, but on the desktop version. Facebook gives you the option to create a call to action on that video, and you should definitely do it. It's very similar to the call to action buttons that I talked about here, but it works differently. And so what you can do is you click upload photo video, and then when you're getting ready to load that video, it says you want to add a call to action button. You want to select yes, and you have again the button options. Buy now, learn more, those types of things. I usually use learn more because I'm trying to direct them a lot of traffic to my website on a simple video. And I load the video, and I can set the URL so that when the video ends, the call to action will appear at the end of the video on the screen and say learn more, and it will link to the website URL that I have set. And that's a better one because number one, you can reach people in the news feed where they're spending time. They're not spending time just coming to your Facebook page all the time. They're spending time scanning their news feed. And number two, because video is generating lots of views, lots of traction, lots of activity on Facebook now. So you need to be thinking about using video more. These are not full-length videos. These can be 30-second, 15-second, 1 minute. Don't go longer than 2 minutes generally for video. But use video, and you think, well, what can I get done in 15 seconds, 30 seconds? You need to be thinking creatively on how you introduce your other content with video, all right? So I'm starting to use videos to introduce podcasts, to introduce blog posts that I've written, to make announcements, that type of thing. I'm just using quick videos. I'm using my iPhone, and I'm uploading them. These are not super professional productions. I'm usually doing in one take, okay? I'm not spending lots of time on these. I crop out a little bit of the front, a little bit of the end, and I'm good to go. I load this. They're getting lots of views, and they have the call to action, so it directs then to wherever I've set at the end of the video. So that's call to action number 2. And call to action number 3 is it within Facebook ads itself. Okay, so I talked about this a little bit at the beginning about the importance of Facebook ads, and I'll come back to it again. And that is, Facebook ads are a great way to amplify things that are working and to reach more of a very specific audience. That's the value of them, is that for not a lot of money, you can reach a precise audience. It's not a scattershot approach where you're just throwing a bunch of seeds out there and hoping some falls, but you are planting to a specific audience. You can reach your ideal audience, and you can create these call to actions on just about any Facebook ad that you create. So I use clicks to website a lot. I'm trying to drive traffic back to my website, and so I'll set up my target, who I want to reach, but I'll generally set up the call to action again with using the learn more, for instance, And so somebody will see the image I've loaded, the ad I've placed, the URL it's going to, and they'll have the Learn More button, so that when they click that, they're going to come over to that blog post, to that podcast, to that TapSite app page, to that Digital Hill marketing page, whatever I've set, so that I'm driving action there. And studies are showing that the call to action does help. It prompts people; they're motivated. It's clear to them what you want them to do, and so they take action on that. So that's the third type. You can use that with Facebook ads in your link posts, with your video posts that you upload within Facebook. And so again, in our summary, I went through 3 types. The most recent was your call to action on your Facebook page. Definitely set it up. Just don't hold out that it's going to generate a lot for you. It is a simple way to reach you. Thank you, Facebook, for that, but it's not super grand. The one I'm most excited about is the call to action that you can use for free with Facebook video posts. That was number 2. And number 3 is call to actions. You should always use those in your Facebook ads. Again, the reason the ones number 2 and number 3 are most important is because they're in the newsfeed. That's where people are spending time. That's about good content that you're sharing, okay? So it's about creating posts that are valuable, but behind posts generally is content on your website, on your blog, that is of value. So you got to get back to that. That's where it starts, generating content that is resourceful, helpful, offers value, and that makes you a go-to source for information in that area that people want to follow, people want to click through and see what you have to say. So that is a wrap today on Facebook call to actions, what they mean, what they are, and which ones you should use. So come on over to MikeGingerich.com/podcast or HalftimeMike.com, and you'll be able to find notes on this episode about Facebook call to actions. All right, that's it for this week. This was Mike with the Halftime Mike Podcast. Take care. Take action now. See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Halftime Mike Podcast with Mike Gingerich. Remember, what you do in the second half can change the outcome of the game. Does your business need resourcing, tools, and social media consulting? Then visit MikeGingerich.com. Want to have Mike speak at your next event? Visit MikeGingerich.com/speaking. Join us again for another episode of Halftime Mike, your no-nonsense guide to victory on the court of life.